Is your evening routine silently shortening your life? That's not a scare tactic. That's what Dr. Amara Keller from the University of North Carolina concluded in her 12-year observational study of aging adults. According to her findings, published in the Journal of Aging Physiology, the way you spend the last 3 hours of your day has more impact on your long-term heart, liver, and brain health than almost anything you do in the morning. That means brushing your teeth, drinking herbal tea, or even walking in the morning may not save you if your evening is poisoned. Now let me ask you a question directly. Do you eat dinner late? Do you rest immediately afterward? Do you spend your evening watching TV, sitting on a sofa, scrolling your phone, or using over-the-counter pills to relax? If so, you're not alone, but you're also not safe. This story is not a lecture, it's a life guide, and it starts now, with one truth you've probably never been told. Most elders do not die from disease. They die from accumulated damage caused by consistent mistakes, especially those made at night, right before sleep. And the damage doesn't begin with pain. It begins in silence. So stay with me, because you won't just hear problems, you'll be handed full practical solutions for every age, gender, condition, and situation, from nutrition to supplements to organ protection, all fully backed by science and usable from tonight. Mistake 1 begins on your plate. Dr. Linhart's dietary review from the Global Nutrition Panel in 2023 found that 67% of adults over 60 consume a meal between 7:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. that spikes insulin, disrupts bile production, raises resting heart rate, and forces the liver to stay active hours after it should be resting. What does this cause? Liver strain, brain inflammation, and irregular heart rhythms during sleep. Let's break it down. Take, for example, a typical dinner: white rice, chicken curry, maybe a slice of bread, a glass of soda, followed by half a banana. Sound normal? Sure, it's what millions do. But here's what happens next. White rice has a glycemic index of over 70. That means it digests fast, spikes blood glucose, and forces insulin to surge. That's not just a sugar issue, it disrupts the liver's overnight fat processing cycle. Chicken curry sounds okay, but most recipes are loaded with saturated fats and sodium levels exceeding 800 milligrams per serving, nearly half the daily limit. Add soda, you've just dropped an inflammatory bomb on your pancreas and liver. Then the banana comes in, healthy in the morning, but a source of nocturnal sugar that confuses your body clock. Now imagine this happening for decades. The liver, the most regenerative organ in the body, starts retaining fat. Hepatic insulin resistance develops. Your body stores rather than processes. That heaviness you feel in the morning, it's not sleepiness. It's poor liver drainage and reduced blood filtration from the night before. This is the beginning of what experts now call evening organ fatigue syndrome. A new term, yes, but not a new reality. The solution? Reverse the meal logic. Make lunch your heaviest meal. Dinner must be light, nutrient-dense, and anti-inflammatory. Ideal combinations include boiled lentils with spinach, grilled salmon with a side of sweet potato, lightly sautéed zucchini with quinoa, or steamed broccoli with a boiled egg. These meals give you omega-3s for your brain, fiber for your heart, and magnesium for your liver, all essential during the body's rest cycle. And you must time it right. Dr. Kimmel from Boston Heart Labs proved in a clinical trial that adults who finished dinner 3 hours before bedtime reduced their C-reactive protein levels, a marker of inflammation, by 42% within 3 months. Next is movement, or the lack of it. You eat, you sit, you watch something, that's the cycle. But did you know that post-meal inactivity increases triglyceride concentration in the blood by up to 20% in just 60 minutes? The National Circulation Study followed 200 seniors over 5 years. Those who remained seated for 2 hours after dinner had significantly higher LDL cholesterol, poorer memory retention, and even thinner hippocampal regions in the brain. Why? Because movement isn't just about muscles, it's about metabolism. The brain processes meal composition through vagus nerve signaling. That signal depends on how your body is positioned and moved post-meal. So what should you do? After dinner, walk for at least 12-15 minutes. No speed walking, just a smooth stroll. Let your arms move, let your shoulders drop. Let gravity assist your digestion. During this time, avoid talking about finances, bad news, or health concerns. The brain links stress patterns to digestion windows. If you argue or stress after eating, the liver and heart receive signals to prepare for fight or flight, not for rest and digest. Now on to mistake number 2, hydration gone wrong. Most people don't drink enough water throughout the day. Then at night they try to compensate. But overhydrating right before sleep strains the kidneys, dilutes electrolytes, and forces the heart to work harder during the parasympathetic phase when it's supposed to rest. The Journal of Clinical Geriatrics published in 2021 that seniors who consume more than 300 milliliters of liquid within 45 minutes of bedtime experience 2.7x higher rates of nocturnal hypertension. Solution: hydrate smart. You must drink water throughout the day, not dump it into your body at night. Start the day with a full glass of room temperature water. By lunch, you should have completed 1 liter. By dinner, another 0.5 L. After dinner, just 100 milliliters to 150 milliliters. Enough to prevent dehydration, but not so much that you stress your system. Now let's talk about your brain. The third evening mistake: consuming digital noise. Screens are designed to capture, not calm. They trigger dopamine surges that confuse your body clock. They delay melatonin release by 90–120 minutes. And they elevate cortisol, your stress hormone, even if you're just watching something peaceful. In one Harvard study, elderly participants who used a smartphone or TV for 45 minutes after 9 p.m. had an average of 22% less deep sleep and 37% less REM activity than those who didn't. Over 6 weeks, this group also showed increased forgetfulness, slower reaction times, and emotional instability. And the scary part? This damage is cumulative. You won't feel it in a day, but in 6 months, it becomes your new normal. How do you break this? Use a wind-down protocol. 30 minutes after dinner, move your body. Then by 8 p.m., turn off all blue light screens. Switch to yellow lighting in your room. Turn your phone screen off. Use a notebook, not a Kindle, not an iPad. Read for 10–20 minutes, not a thriller, not a biography. Something that soothes your mind, a faith-based book, a gentle reflection guide, or even a classic. The point is to give your frontal lobe rest. You'll start to notice fewer midnight awakenings, better bowel movements, and even more clarity when making decisions. One elderly man, Robert Livingston, 76, from Ohio, followed this system after failing 2 memory exams. 6 weeks later, his MMSE score improved by 5 points. He didn't take a pill. He just fixed his evenings. We still haven't talked about the 4th mistake, and it's the most dangerous of them all, but I want you to hold this thought. If every day you slowly harm your heart, liver, and brain through meals, stillness, screen time, and hydration patterns, then how long before the damage becomes irreversible? You might not notice it yet, but the signs are subtle: waking up with a dry mouth, feeling dizzy when standing, memory blanks, constipation, restless sleep, random sadness. That's your body talking. Your heart doesn't stop working when you sit down for dinner. Neither does your liver. Neither does your brain. They don't relax just because you're full or because you're resting. In fact, your organs begin some of their most critical tasks during the evening hours. That's when your liver starts processing toxins, your brain begins cleansing itself from mental debris, and your heart regulates pressure and circulation in sync with sleep hormones. But what if those tasks are being interrupted every single night by you? Let's go deeper. You've already seen how eating heavy or sugary meals too close to bedtime puts your liver in survival mode. Now let's talk about your blood. In a 2023 study from the International Heart Institute, scientists found that people over 60 who eat meals after 8 p.m. had significantly higher nighttime blood pressure than those who finished earlier. This means your heart is working harder when it's supposed to be slowing down. The worst part? You don't feel it. There's no pain, just fatigue, just brain fog, just a vague sense that something is off. But that's not just pressure, it's vascular fatigue. Your arteries harden, your vessels lose flexibility, and your risk of arrhythmia or silent stroke goes up every single night. Fix it by timing and content. Your dinner should contain potassium, magnesium, and light protein. These are known to reduce pressure and support gentle cardiovascular rhythms. What does that mean practically? Try this: half cup of boiled lentils, high in potassium and iron, steamed zucchini or asparagus, full of antioxidants, 1 boiled egg or small grilled fish, rich in healthy fat and clean protein, a pinch of pink salt and fresh lime, supports electrolyte balance, a warm cup of unsweetened herbal tea, helps dilate blood vessels naturally, and you need to sit in an upright position after eating. That alone reduces your risk of nighttime acid reflux, lowers heart strain, and improves nutrient absorption by up to 18% in elders. Now let's move to your liver. The liver is not a passive filter, it is an active chemical factory. Between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m., it enters a detoxification rhythm, metabolizing fats, cleaning blood, regulating hormones, and even converting stored sugars. But if your dinner was too heavy, too oily, or eaten too late, it gets delayed. The process stalls, and your liver holds onto toxins longer. You wake up bloated, you feel acidic, your face looks puffy, and you don't understand why. Some even feel mentally cloudy, anxious, or irritated the next morning. This is often misdiagnosed as sleep disorder, but it's liver congestion. Improve this by eliminating seed oils at dinner. Use olive oil, lightly, or better, no oil at all. Avoid tomato-heavy sauces and processed meats. Instead, lean toward herbs like coriander, turmeric, parsley, and cumin. These assist phase 1 detox pathways in the liver naturally. A nighttime detox juice, if your blood sugar is stable, can help too. Try half a green apple, 1 celery stick, small piece of cucumber, and a few mint leaves blended with water. Drink it 2 hours before sleep, not after dinner. This improves bile flow and supports toxin release gently without irritating your gut. Now onto the brain. Did you know the brain shrinks by up to 20% during deep sleep? Not in a harmful way, but in a functional way. This shrinking allows cerebrospinal fluid to flow more freely, washing away metabolic waste and protein buildup. That process is called glymphatic clearance, and it's essential for memory, mood, and focus. But what blocks it? Poor sleep quality, late-night stress, lack of melatonin, and emotional fatigue. Yes, emotional fatigue. When you go to bed angry, stressed, or emotionally drained, your prefrontal cortex remains semi-active. You don't enter deep sleep, your dreams are broken, you wake up feeling tired, and your memory becomes dull. What's the fix? Do a 90-second brain cleanse every night. Here's how: sit upright on your bed, close your eyes, breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Breathe out gently through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do this for 90 seconds total. This simple routine signals your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest mode, to activate. Within minutes, your heart rate lowers, cortisol drops, and melatonin increases. It's completely natural. No pills, no side effects. Also, begin journaling. Not your whole life, just 1 sentence every night. Write what made you happy or calm that day. This simple act of reflection improves sleep quality, lowers anxiety, and shifts your nervous system into restoration mode. And for elders who struggle with overthinking, use aroma cues. A few drops of lavender or chamomile essential oil on a cloth placed beside your pillow, not on it, can lower sympathetic nerve activity and help you stay asleep longer. As you start cleaning up your evenings this way, something else happens. Your digestion becomes smoother, your skin improves, your mood stabilizes, your sugar levels begin to level out, your muscles feel more relaxed, and your blood pressure responds positively without increasing medication. Some elders begin to worry that this might all be too hard, too much to change. But it's not. You don't need to do everything in one night. Start with 1 change, 1 food swap, 1 breathing habit, 1 journal line. And remember, there must be something that supports this healing even deeper. Something that gives your liver, heart, and brain that extra push. Something that ensures the organs actually respond to your new routines. Because what's the point of good food if your organs aren't ready to receive it? What's the point of peaceful breath if your heart won't slow down? Something has to help your body resync. Something proven, safe, effective. And when you find it, your recovery becomes effortless. You've now seen it all: the meals that go wrong, the stillness that steals your energy, the screens that scramble your brain, the hydration patterns that quietly hurt your heart. But there's one more layer: inflammation. Evening routines, when not corrected, create systemic inflammation in older adults. It starts subtly. You wake up stiff, you feel soreness in your joints, your ankles puff slightly, you forget 1 or 2 small things. It's so common, you begin to think it's normal. But inflammation, especially the kind that rises at night, is not normal, and it's not harmless. Your liver is the first to sense it. It starts producing C-reactive proteins. Your blood vessels respond by tightening. Your heart rate goes up. Your digestion slows down. And most dangerously, your brain experiences low-grade swelling that affects how you think, feel, and remember. This doesn't cause sharp pain. it causes slow decay. Evening inflammation is fed by many things: leftover sugars in your bloodstream, stress hormones still circulating because you didn't wind down, your organs trying to clean themselves while your body is fighting them with food, light, and tension. What reduces it? First, your meals. They must be anti-inflammatory by default. Avoid deep-fried anything. Use spices like turmeric and ginger. Steam your vegetables. Don't bake them in oils. Eat your final meal at least 3 hours before bed. Second, finish your last hour with stillness, not stimulation. No screens, no drama, just soft light, gentle movement, or silence. And third, this is the key: support your organs with something that actually works. Because here's the truth: even if you follow every tip perfectly, your liver might still struggle, your heart might still race, your mind might still wander. You need something that can help realign all of it at once. Not a drug, not a temporary solution. A long-term natural support that gently boosts detox, protects your liver, restores enzyme balance, and reduces inflammation without pushing your system into overdrive. That's where LiverWell comes in. It isn't just a liver product. It's a full-body support formula made for people exactly like you over 60, struggling with slow digestion, weak energy, poor focus, or heavy morning fatigue. It blends silymarin, milk thistle extract for liver cleansing, alpha-lipoic acid for antioxidant support, zinc and selenium for enzyme function, and N-acetylcysteine to support natural glutathione production, the body's master detoxifier. This combination isn't random. It's been studied and recommended across functional medicine clinics in the US for years. Most importantly, it's gentle. It doesn't shock your system. It works gradually, the way your body prefers. Within 1 week, most users report better digestion and cleaner energy. By 2-3 weeks, memory sharpens, focus returns, the heaviness disappears. It's designed to be taken in the evening with your light dinner, just 2 capsules. Let the formula work overnight while your body rests. But here's the thing: don't take this lightly, because not everyone gets this kind of solution in time. Some people wait until they're diagnosed. Others ignore their symptoms, call it just age, and miss their window. But you're here, you know what's happening. And now you have the right tool to help your body get back on track. LiverWell isn't a magic pill, it's a restoration tool. And if you've ever wondered what it would feel like to wake up clean, light, and focused again, this is your shot. The link is in the description and comments. Buy now or regret later, because your liver can't wait, your heart won't hold forever, and your brain deserves better. Just 2 capsules a night. Let your evenings become your healing time. Let the product do what food alone cannot.